All right, folks, it's now official. Adam Schefter of ESPN confirms that Darren Mougey will be the New York Jets' next GM. Josina Anderson was first to report this yesterday, and we all ran with it, and we're all waiting for the confirmation, and now here it is. Adam Schefter says a new GM in New York. Jets are hiring Broncos assistant GM Darren Mougey as their new general manager, per sources. Mougey has worked with 3 head coaches who reached the Super Bowl: Sean Payton, Gary Kubiak, and John Fox. Mougey was part of 2 Super Bowl teams, and the Broncos believe he played a key role in Denver's resurgence this year. So welcome to the New York Jets, Darren Mougey. All right, Jets fans, let me know in the comments your thoughts of this hire. We've had around 24 or so hours to digest this news, but we also have been waiting for the confirmation. We know that Trey Brown was also a finalist, as well as Lance Newmark, but now it is official, and I'm very excited about this hire. This is somebody that started in the Denver Broncos organization as a scouting intern and worked his way up the totem pole in the same exact organization to work his way up to the assistant GM role 2 years ago. Was a scouting intern, then became a full scout, an area scout, director of player personnel. I mean, you name it. This is somebody, as Adam Schefter also alluded to, be part of Super Bowl winning organization in the Denver Broncos, part of 3 Super Bowl winning head coaches. And this is also somebody that's young, has a fresh dynamic, has a new perspective of football. He's 39, going to turn 40 years old right before the NFL draft. He was born in April, turning 40 this April. So I'm excited. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, we just got a home run hire and this guy's guaranteed to be better than Joe Douglas. I don't know. We got to give him some time and to reevaluate this roster, who he's going to trade away, who he's going to trade for, who he's going to resign, who he's going to cut, who's going to draft. I mean, there's so many, question marks around this hire for the New York Jets. And the biggest question of it all is Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback position. Is he coming back? So there's a lot to figure out. But now we know that Aaron Glenn and Darren Mougey are the official head coach and GM pairing for the New York Jets. I think that this is a good move from the perspective that Aaron Glenn and him did have a chemistry. Now, the reason of that chemistry is, number one, they're both connected with Sean Payton. You have Darren Mougey working with Sean Payton the last 2 years. Sean Payton was the head coach when Aaron Glenn was in New Orleans, of course. And Adam Schefter also said this on X. When the Broncos interviewed Aaron Glenn for the head coach vacancy in Michigan in 2022, Darren Mougey was in the meeting as a part of Denver's search committee. 3 years later, Glenn was a part of the Jets contingent that interviewed Mougey in New Jersey this week for its GM job. Now, Glenn and Mougey are joining forces to lead the Jets. So that right there is important because Aaron Glenn was in the room while they were interviewing Darren Mougey and Trey Brown. And arguably, he was in the room for Lance Newmark because I think they both knew Aaron Glenn's getting the job. So this was Aaron Glenn's handpicked choice. I guarantee you, Woody Johnson, at least I hope, Woody's like, all right, at AG, who do you want? Instead of Woody's like, oh, yeah? You want Trey Brown? Well, we want Mougey. We're taking him. I promise you that's not what happened here. Aaron Glenn definitely has the same type of mindset with Darren Mougey, and they're going to be in lockstep. And the cool thing about this dynamic between Glenn and Mougey that we're going to learn is AG, as we've learned, comes from scouting. He was a personnel scout for the New York Jets, so he has scouting in his background. He knows what it's like to look for talent in the NFL draft. So I feel like their dynamic is going to be really cool. And the fact that he's young and been in the same organization for a long time, also being part of a playoff drought and getting them to the playoffs. Another thing that you got to note about Darren Mougey is he obviously had a big impact of the Denver Broncos drafting Bo Nix, who had a phenomenal rookie season. Nobody saw that coming besides Mougey and the Denver Broncos organization. And I feel like having firsthand experience of watching a rookie quarterback lead an organization to the playoffs for the first time in a decade, that's what the Jets want. I mean, obviously, a rookie quarterback would be cool if we could find one this draft, but I'm not expecting that this year. You never know. But he has an eye for the quarterback position, even though I will add, it's been a while since Denver found their guy at quarterback. And also, Bo Nix has played one season. We don't know if he's going to flourish. I mean, C.J. Stroud looked great year 1. Year 2, he kind of came back down to earth, even though he won a playoff game. So I'm not sitting here crowning Bo Nix as, the franchise quarterback of Denver yet, even though he's coming off a phenomenal rookie season. It's trending that direction. But I feel like the fact that they got their guy supposedly in Denver and Mougey was part of that decision gives me excitement, even though you can't forget about the years that Denver's been looking for a franchise QB since Peyton Manning left. I mean, I can go over the laundry list of quarterbacks that Denver's been looking through. Obviously, they traded for Russell Wilson, which was a bad move. They had Nathaniel Hackett. That haul was a mess. And the fact that they were able to trade assets for Sean Payton, and in year 2 of Payton, they were able to get to the playoffs, promising stuff. So he's been in the same organization for a while. Hopefully he's with the New York Jets organization for a while, because I think Jets fans can all agree we're sick and tired of the carousel at GM, the carousel at head coach. So let's hope that AG and Mougey are our guys for the long term. Jets fans and NFL fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed. Welcome to the New York Jets, Darren Mougey. You are our new GM, and please, just be better than Joe Douglas. Please. All right, guys, I love you. Let's go Jets. See you next time. Peace.